Oh, this just gets a little more interesting each and every day now, doesn't it? Oh, the dominoes are falling. Thanks for hanging out. This is In Other News. I'm your host, Mike Russell. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. The mayor, the bad boy mayor of New York City got. Holy mackerel. Eric Adams, the just flamboyant, arrogant, race baiting knucklehead of a mayor, is now being indicted by the feds. Is now being I got to give it this. All right, so we're gonna listen. We're gonna listen to Eric Adams, my fellow New Yorkers. Here we go.
It is now my belief that the federal government intends to charge me with crimes.
They are.
If so, these charges will be entirely false.
Not entirely.
Based on lies.
I don't know about that.
But they would not be surprising.
Not surprising.
I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, that I would be a target. And a target I became. For months, leaks and rumors have been aimed at me.
Hold on, boss. Leaks? Did you say leaks? Leaks. Rumors I can deal, but leaks? Yeah, that just means that you got exposed, you nerd.
Attempt to undermine my credibility and paint me as guilty. Just this past week, they searched the home of our new police commissioner, looking for documents from 20 years ago. Just 1 week after he joined my administration.
Yeah.
Enough.
He's resigned.
I will fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength.
Shut up. Okay. By the way, his head guy, the chief guy, chief of police, he did resign. Do you know who was appointed by the governor to replace him? Former head of security of BlackRock. Nothing to see here. No, nothing to see here, folks. It is quite literally a takeover, but I think it's a lot more fun if we actually have this guy right here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get out the world's tiniest violin, and we're gonna play Eric Adams here with the world's tiniest violin here. I got that. Let's see if we can just pull it out here. Got the world's tiniest violin right here. We're gonna play for Eric Adams as it's more fun this way if we do it this way. So here we go.
My fellow New Yorkers, it is now my belief that the federal government intends to charge me with crimes. If so, these charges will be entirely false, based on lies. But they would not be surprising.
I nailed that. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lot more fun, isn't it, when you have a little tiny violin? That's right. If you have one of those tiny violins. Yeah. So anyway, Eric Adams. Why is this surprising? It shouldn't be surprising to anybody, at all in any way, shape, fashion, or form. Eric Adams, with everything that is going on, I'm talking about. Yeah, I am talking about like with Diddy. I'm talking about with Hunter Biden's laptop. Everything. The cracks cannot withstand 24-hour internet sleuths, 4chan, and everybody who stays on things and does not let it go. How about this little nuggie?
Something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month.
10,000 a month? Hell, in Arizona, we call that Tuesday. Oh, you poor man, you poor man. But he's speaking out against the government.
One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian-speaking coming through Mexico. Yep. Now we're getting Western Africa. Yep. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City.
Preach.
And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem.
Yep, sure is.
Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We had a $12 billion deficit that we're going to have to cut Every service in this city is
not for migrants. You're not. You'll have to cut every service in the city for, I don't know, citizens. But they're going to go ahead and they're going to go ahead and have to deal with this problem. And again, 10,000 migrants a month. Hold my cactus. Arizona knows what 10,000 migrants a week looks like. Every few days looks like 10,000 a month, you big baby. But here it is. Check this out. How about this? And Brendan brought up Sanctuary City. What's up? How are you doing, Deanna? It's good to see you. Brendan brings up a good point that Sanctuary City, he actually said we have to get rid of the city's Sanctuary City program. We have to. That's one of the big spots he messed up in. And then, how about this? Remember, America's bad boy mayor.
Bad boy of entertainment is getting to keep the city from the bad boy of politics. Show him some love.
Hey, Diddy here.
What's up, New York?
What's up?
Diddy finally has the key to the city.
Diddy, that's right. What? Yeah, big bro hug there. Big bro hug. Let's do it again.
Of entertainment is getting to keep the city from the bad boy of politics. Show him some love. What's up, New York? Diddy finally has the key to the city.
Diddy got the key to a lot of things. Diddy got the key to a lot of things. There's going to be a lot coming out on this. I don't think he can outrun it. I don't think he can be. I don't think he can be Epstein, because even if he is Epstein, that doesn't stop it. The difference between Epstein, and I think Epstein was a wonderful example for us all. The thing with Epstein is we don't want to ever see that happen again, because there are very powerful people that are doing very terrible things to very young people. That's a fact of the matter, fact of the fact of the fact. I don't care. Oh, there's been no court cases. Shut up. The least of these are being ruined by those in power. So I would say that this second chance, essentially, at Epstein has the entire internet sleuth community, and unfortunately for Diddy, 4chan is on this, and they can find anything. They basically have government database. These guys will find anything. So this is did you go with the pun, Brendan? There you go. Diddy? Yeah. It's like in that Eminem song where he spells rapper RAPER. And then he said he didn't forget a P, did he? Oh, you guys are just too funny. But anyway, I don't think this is going to, and I think Eric Adams is involved. I think his entire the cabinet is screwed. He's being rung up on everything. They're going after him like a few of you have said already, going after him just like they went after Trump, and basically on accounting errors is what they went on. And a little later in the program, we're actually going to find out how much, and we'll have a full program today, guys. Thanks for your patience. We'll find out later in the program exactly how much Washington, D.C. is spending on hush money for sexual misconduct. Washington, D.C., your congressmen, women, and senators. Wait till you hear what your tax dollars are going and how much of your tax dollars are going to that. Telling you. It's bad. It ain't pretty. Let's talk to, as Mayor Adams was talking about the border, and oh my gosh, and these migrants and all these services we're gonna have to get rid of. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Let me pop this up here. Ready for this? In New York City, migrant spending is $1.47 billion on temporary food and housing services. $1.47 billion so far. 53 million on debit cards. Free money, dinero gratis, and $1,400 a month per migrant on SNAP benefits. $1,400 a month. How many, by a show of hands, want $1,400 a month for their groceries? I would love it. I would love $1,400 a month for groceries. We got that? We can give everybody $1,400 a month in groceries? per migrant. Los Angeles, full coverage health care for 700,000 individuals under the state's Medi-Cal system, 1,000 per month through LA County's guaranteed income. No proof. Yeah, Max will go to jail. See, that's a good point, Ron. We'll back up a little bit here. It's actually a pretty well stated point. Yeah, like if they didn't do anything wrong, why'd you go to jail? Yep. And let's get to Chicago. Chicago, $300 million spent on temporary food and housing. That's just one city. Laundry, mental health. They have free laundry too. Mental health screenings. $15,000 per migrant for rental support. Yeah. How can food be temporary, Mike? What do you mean there, buddy? I don't know what you're asking, Lynn. How food can be temporary. Spent on temporary food and housing services. Temporary food services is what that is. Oh, look at this. Okay, Alfred. We don't really know where the links. Can't really get the links up, but we'll check that out after the show. There is during the debate, especially President Trump. Oh, he said Donald Trump. No, she never said President Trump. Donald Trump squashed our bipartisan immigration bill. That was 3 months ago, after 3.5 years of allowing everyone through the border, squashed it. My man Byron's got exactly why that was squashed. It's funny they don't mention this in the debate.
Record straight about the Senate bill and actually HR 2. When the Senate bill was actually published, I remember I was at a dinner Sunday night when it came out, when the text came out. I read the text of the Senate bill. Many members in the House read the text of the Senate bill. Members contacted Speaker Johnson, and we were very clear. There is no way the Senate bill should get a vote in the House, because it is a terrible piece of legislation that will not secure the southern border.
Yes, correct.
House Republicans have passed border security measures, HR 2. We did it more than a year ago. Has Chuck Schumer brought it up for even debate or a vote in the Senate?
Not
no,
once.
He has not. Has the White House decided to reach out to the Speaker Johnson to debate and deliberate or negotiate or compromise on HR 2 and its elements to secure the southern border? No, they have not.
They have not.
They're in charge.
They are.
In the Senate and in the White House. They've done nothing except a bill that couldn't even make it out of the Senate. So I think it's important to set the record straight. Oh, also, by the way, House Republicans weren't going to vote for that bill. And that was before Donald Trump even made his view known on the Senate compromise bill. We were already against it when the bill text came out because it's a trash bill. Now, moving on.
That boy, don't play. Here's what was in that bill, by the way, just so we're, let's see here. Let me put my spectacles on. We're going to get this right here. All right. Actually, I don't have to, because that's actually Google Docs. So you don't get there we go. All right, here we go. Number one, it codified catch and release. It made that bill made catch and release the law of the land. Basically, catch them, release them into the land. It let in 1.8 million additional illegals, funded sanctuary cities, gave more funding to sanctuary cities. It gave more funding to non-government organizations that are moving illegals, basically human trafficking. It supplied legal representation for illegals. It gave work permits to illegals, nothing to deport, nothing in that bill to deport illegal migrants, no immediate wall funds, and weakened asylum screenings, and gave $60 billion to Ukraine. It's because Donald Trump didn't want us to get a win. No. Sorry, sister. It isn't because Donald Trump didn't want you to get a win. All right, Alfred, what you got here, dude? Migrants admitted they registered to vote and plan to vote in AZ. Here we go. How about this headline? Thank you for bringing that up, my friend. Appreciate it. How about this? Court rules nearly 98,000 Arizonans whose citizenship hadn't been confirmed can vote the full ballot. A court has ruled in Arizona that 98,000 people that can't confirm their citizenship can vote the full ballot in November. This is why I'm telling you, and I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Not saying you have to. I'm telling you that I am preparing myself for whatever the hell happens in November. Because it ain't going to, either way, it's not going to be pretty. It isn't. If Donald Trump wins, I would say when Donald Trump wins, the House will immediately move to disqualify him as president of the United States. Immediately. And God forbid the Democrats take the House again. The scariest thing you could possibly think of in your mind, nothing. There's no horror movie that you've seen that can prepare you for Speaker Hakeem Jeffries. They will immediately move to disqualify Donald Trump as the president of the United States, and they will do everything they can to get him gone. Because of this whole I word, the insurrection. Worst insurrection in history for the damn insurrection. Yes. And again, on Jan 6th, we were on air telling everybody, stop, this is a bunch of nonsense, don't do this, you're playing right into their trap, you're playing into the trap, you're playing into the trap, you're playing into the trap, and guess what? We were right. This happened, and it has been a Democrat foothold for the entire time. They can do so many things with just the inference that he incited an insurrection. They have that legal standing. Oh, my God. It's bad. And they're going to use it, and they're going to continue to use it. True, yeah. The Fed should look in the voting issue, but why would they? This is their meal ticket. The Feds are run by the Biden administration, and they want that to continue with the Harris administration. Wait till the decompression session today, guys. Oh, my Lord. It is a commercial that was dug up from years and years ago around Halloween. Wait till you see this. Absolutely fantastic. Let's keep going. Yes. Let's keep going with the Princess Bride references. I'm all about that. Holy cow. Yeah. I don't think it means what you think it means. Inconceivable. Let's move on. I am almost encouraged, even if they allow these illegal migrants to vote, if they allow them to, here's what I'm going to say is going to happen. The fervor, I think I'm using that word right, the fever pitch that these towns that are having migrants just dumped in their town and given the key to the castle, I mean, given the key to the bank, essentially, on those taxpayer dimes, I think they will vote with their frustration of that system, and I think that bodes very, very well. It's in my opinion. But I can tell you, I love it that Eric Adams in the beginning. Oh, yeah, we have 10,000 migrants a month. That's cute. That's so cute, I tell you. But the feds are not going to look into any of this. This is all a giant. The plan is already moving, just like it was last time. It was just like it was in 2016. We had federal agents, FBI agents, Strook, Schmirk, whatever his name is. And his little girlfriend, Lisa Page, texting back and forth. By the way, the Page and Strook are suing the federal government for millions for allowing their text messages to be released to the public. They'll get paid. They are going to ride off into the sunset, together, not together, whatever it is, as millionaires, multimillionaires on your tax dollars. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely interference by a foreign country, Grizz. So hell yeah, it is. You know what also is interference from a foreign government? Allowing little dictator tot to do a campaign event for Kamala Harris with Governor Shapiro. That is foreign interference in an election, plain and simple. But Lynn, they're not going to vote Republican. Dude, they don't even know the language that they're reading to fill in a ballot. It's already filled in for them, buddy. That's why everybody has the mail-in ballots. They go mail-in ballot from wherever the hell they are. Come on. Yeah. I have a question, because one of the reasons why we tried to start in other news is because it's the same. Well, I can play that MSNBC Kamala interview over and over again. I mean, she is quite literally an unintelligent human being. And she's basically angry and frustrated right now, Kamala Harris says. Just give me my presidency. That's all she is. She doesn't want to do the work, just like all of her staff has said that has left her office. She does not want to do the work for the job. She just wants the job. She wants to just prance around and be a queen. That's what she wants to do. So, but we saw the division and everybody talking about Trump, everybody talking about Biden, Trump, Biden, Trump, Biden, now Trump, Kamala, Trump, Kamala, Trump, Kamala, because nobody cares about Joe Biden. We literally do not have a president of the United States. Do not have a functioning president of the United States. Man cannot have a cabinet meeting, only one that he's had in an entire year, without handing it over to his wife. There is a warrant on the I don't know what that means. See, and the warrant on the wall. I get what you're saying. Yes, the Kamala Harris. But the problem is now is places like CNN. CNN had the balls to go to an elementary school and ask kids in a one-on-one environment about Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. The hell is wrong with you? Like right now, Eric Adams, Diddy, Jay-Z, everybody, Kevin Hart, LeBron James. Shh. Don't say the quiet part out loud. That should be their rallying cry. Do not say the quiet part out loud. Unfortunately, they're all saying the quiet part out loud because they're idiots. And CNN is now just blasting the quiet part that the media apparatus, even the news apparatus, doesn't give a rat's ass about kids and will exploit kids in any way, shape, fashion, or form that they can. CNN went to an elementary school to talk to kids about Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Lynn, no, the succession goes president, vice president, speaker of the House. So VP's in there. So that's what I'm saying. Scary as hell to have Hakeem Jeffries 2 seats away from the White House. I can't even fathom what America would look like. He would run it straight into the ground. Faster than Kamala. I tell you that, faster than Kamala. They probably did. Yes, I filled this out for both of your parents twice, and one for you as well there, Timmy. The disgusting nature of CNN doing this just was mind-blowing enough. Then when you get to how much it blew up in their face, it's a little heartwarming at that point. Here's CNN asking kids what they feel about politicians. All right, so let's back it up here. What's the first word you think of? Oh, my Lord, wait for this.
What's the first word that pops into your head when you hear the name Kamala Harris?
Why would you ask a kid that age that? Who cares? What the question for that kid was, hey, what's your favorite thing to do on the playground? What's the first word you think of when I say monkey bars? You know what I'm saying? Not Kamala Harris. You ready for this, though? Tina gets kicked right in the pills right here.
Liar.
Liar! Liar! Oh, my gosh. Holy cow. What's the first word you're thinking of when you think of Kamala Harris? Liar. Listen to this.
What's the first word that pops into your head when you hear Donald Trump?
Pure evil.
Wow. A little girl, gave CNN the answer they wanted. This little girl, I mean, she looks straight out of central casting for a Democrat. That's Democrat larva. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm just going to say it. I don't mean to talk poorly of kids. This young lady is Democrat larva. She's progressive larva. She is going to be in a protest, some Antifa, something soon enough. Holy mackerel. Yeah, here we go.
Which one do you think is more selfish?
Like selfish? Probably her.
Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Why would you? Who do you think is more selfish? The hell, CNN? These are kids.
Because girls are a little bit dramatic sometimes.
Okay, I love her. Can we save her at all costs? Okay, I'm sorry. Ladies, come on. You're going to come with me. You got to go with the girl on that one. Maybe a little bit dramatic at times, you know? Maybe a little catty. Maybe a little. Here we go.
Donald Trump, he's given his life and his heart. She even shook hands with Mr. Trump to greet him before the debate, started the debate, which is pretty kind of when you're going against your opponent.
What kind of little puppets are these kids? God, I want to talk to their parents right now with CNN, the producers and everything. I want to smack them all in the face. I don't care who they said was cool and who wasn't cool, who was pure evil and who was a liar. I don't care. How the hell did that little kid, side of an abusive, mind-numbing parent, and CNN producers know that Kamala Harris went to shake the president's hand before the debate? How? And how would little, progressive larva know that Donald Trump is pure evil? Or how would the first kid know Kamala Harris is a liar? You are abusing your kids. I got to tell you, and I want to say that I'm proud of this, that the first debate with Trump and Biden, I didn't want to watch it. I had both kids here. I had intern Nuge, intern Beans were here, and I had no desire to watch it. I was like, this is just, it's as bad as the Kamala Harris debate. And I said, Grizz, it is sad that people will eat that up. That tells you a little too much you need to know about who we are as a we the people. But I didn't want to watch the debate. My kids were on their phones watching the debate, and they kept laughing and said, Dad, you got to see this. Dad, you got to see this. And I'm like, crap. And I turned it on. I'm like, why are my kids worrying about this? I always said this. I was like, look, hard times, good times. There was a time, just a little ABC and me here. When the 2008 downturn happened, I was in investment real estate. We lost everything, right? I got landscaping jobs. I worked overnight at Home Depot. I did everything I could to make sure bills are paid. Not patting myself on the back, but I'll tell you this. I said this as a parent. Don't worry. Dad's got this. Mom and Dad, we got this. Just don't you worry about it. We got this. You're good. Go play. Go do your stuff. Go to your swim class. Your swim team. Go to your little league baseball game. Do all of that. Be that way. Just you be a kid. We got this. These kids do not need to know about today's geopolitical environment. They don't have to. God, these kids are going to be in therapy by 15. Yeah, I don't remember talking politics either, Rhonda. Yeah, oh, man. You sing a song about Carter on the way. Oscar Mayer. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It just is bad. And this is what would you say here, buddy? Undecided adults out there nodding their heads. Yeah, right. Oh yeah. The fun thing is Kamala Harris had that debate with what's her name from MSNBC? Stephanie Rule. What's up, girl? Anyway, Stephanie Rule, and it was just all softball stuff. It was just, hey, did you work at McDonald's? Did you sell 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese? And Kamala jumps in. And another Kamala lie. She's never once worked at McDonald's. It's just a bunch of crap. Most of her legal accomplishments that she mentions, side of sleeping her way to Attorney General of California, was disproven by, I think it's called LawWorks, something like that. You can search the entire national database of legal cases. And the guy went and looked up all of Kamala's claims, none of which are true. Just a liar. Grizz, you going to go G-Love? My baby got sauce. G-Love and special sauce. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with that one. I come from a middle-class family. People love their lawns. You're damn right, Rhonda. That's the way it goes. Oh, my God. Just please leave the kids out of it. I would greatly appreciate it if we could leave the kids out of it. Now, as a special treat, AOC has been replaced by Gretchen Whitmer. Gretchen Whitmer is the governor of Michigan. And Gretchen Whitmer is the shill, the sellout, the hack that had, during all of her interviews with CNN and MSNBC during the COVID lockdown, she had an embroidered pillow behind her in all of her shots, an embroidered pillow of Fauci's face. I'm not kidding. She is that much of a lunatic. A lunatic. But she is shilling for some of Kamala Harris's presidential table scraps and just jockeying for a position to get into a cabinet position. By the way, if anyone tells you, well, Mark Cuban endorsed Kamala Harris. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, we're going to win. Yes, because of Mark Cuban. No, everyone hates Mark Cuban. No one likes Mark Cuban, number one. Two, how about this? Mark Cuban has admitted yesterday, I want to be the head of the SEC. He wants to enrich himself as a cabinet position. That's why he has probably been handed a cabinet position or promised a cabinet position by the Kamala Harris campaign. And here was his rationale that he said, I look at Kamala Harris's campaign like I do a business. Shut up, Mark Cuban. No, you look at it like a business. He said in just weeks, they went from a negative approval rating to the like stardom and this and that. I'm like, that's propaganda, you ass, by people that have been paid and promised stuff like you ass. The guy's awful. Nobody likes Mark Cuban. Dallas Mavericks fans barely like Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is an idiot. Sorry. Dude, he got on I think it was broadcast.com was his company. He got on the tech bubble, became a super rich dude, bought an NBA team, and then everyone thinks he's some business guru. He's not. He's not. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely terrible. But anyway, no one would invest in Kamala Harris. There's no one investing in that company. So anyway, the reason why he is shilling for her is because he gets an SEC. He gets to become the head of the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. He runs Wall Street. I forgot to tell you this. I like the Clinton Foundation. Amen to that. I forgot to mention this when we were talking about Mayor Adams and Diddy. Did you hear Diddy's attorney? Diddy's attorney saying, yeah, the guy wants to testify. He's focused. He really wants to testify. He really wants to get his story out there, wants to be heard, which probably will never happen. But this is what he says. When he was asked about I'm not kidding. If you did read the report, the report from the police, feds, whatever, whoever raided him, they said they found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. Because look, there were wild gay sex parties. It's exactly what they were. They were just gay sex parties. And I, by the way, just heard a very disturbing story about Will Smith on set by his best friend and former like handler manager guy. Exactly what you think I'm talking about. Yep. Anyway, so the 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube was explained away by Diddy. I swear to you, by Diddy's attorney. I'm not kidding. You can fact check me on this. He said, well, there's a Costco right up the road from Diddy's place, and he just buys in bulk. I don't know how these people sleep at night. I swear to you, I don't know how these people sleep at night. Just for the slip and slide in the backyard, Truman says. Woo! And money does. Dude, even Biggie said it. God bless him. Hell, Diddy. It's a Diddy and it was Diddy, Mace, and Biggie. More money, more problems. Telling you, man, it makes people make them nutty. And that's what my old pastor used to say. You say people get funny when you talk about the money. They always get funny when you talk about money. Former speaker caught in $500,000 visa sold the night before being invested. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, they're all corrupt, Grizz. All of them. I'm going to get to it. You know something? We'll come back to Gretch Whitmer. Let's talk about how jacked up this Congress is. I want y'all to see this. Thank you, Grizz, for setting me straight there, because I'll come back to old Gretchen Whitmer here in a moment. Congressman Massey needs to be protected as much as Elon Musk needs to be protected, as much as David Schweiker needs to be protected. We need more people like this. Do you remember, I believe it was a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, where it came out, it's definitely in the Biden administration, that over 1,500 congressmen, women, and staffers, government employees, 1,500 of them, were busted with child porn on their business laptops. Remember this? Do you remember this? None of them got prosecuted. None of them got fired. Everything was fine, swept under the rug. Look at the little gay sex orgy that happened in the Senate chambers, for the love of God. No one gets fired. No one, who cares? It's all good if you're a Democrat. Nothing happened. And it's all because of exactly what went on with Diddy. It's the same thing what happened with Epstein. Everybody knew it. There were Republicans and Democrats. I know they were. So the Republicans and Democrats. So the Republicans are telling Democrats, dude, you out me, I'm outing you. I got info on you. Democrats saying the same thing. Republicans, you out me, I got info on you. Ain't playing. And everybody shut up about it, and it moved on. Paul Pelosi. Paul Pelosi never misses, does he? He just never misses. Oh, Paul, he's got it. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you this, though. About Paul Pelosi. If Nancy Pelosi were to be arrested and busted for insider trading, here's how they beat the rap. There is a legal term called pillow talk. Anything that a wife tells a husband, husband tells a wife, doesn't have to be in bed, but the pillow talk is inadmissible in court. If I were to, actually, I think now we've been dating. If I were to tell Queen Bee that Rob isn't here because I buried him in my backyard, she can go to the cops and say he admitted to me that he buried Rob. They can't even go look. It's inadmissible. It's called pillow talk. So Nancy Pelosi saying we're about to pass legislation and the entire $1 trillion contract is going to go to Raytheon. And that night he gets up and has some warm milk because he can't sleep, and then trades the futures for Raytheon and makes $150,000, $200,000. Inadmissible. It's inadmissible. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it funny how and that's I'm a little sensitive to that, Brendan. A little sensitive to that. But isn't it funny how that all went down and no one ever talked about his DUI and how he never went to jail on the 30-day minimum and never did any of the community service and never just basically just got out of his DUI where he ran into another car and took out an entire fence line? Yeah. Not funny. Oh, he got hit in the head. Now we feel sorry for him. So all past indiscretions were. Yeah, I'm telling you, Chris. I didn't tell you. I said if I were to have told. So, no, not even probable cause, dude. You don't have it. Anyway, if you remember those people that didn't get touched for probably touching little kids, but definitely having some stuff on their laptops about touching other kids, listen to this. For all of you that rolled your eyes when Stormy Daniels came up because a corrupt, lying, perjuring piece of garbage attorney wrote her a check for $130,000. If that bothers you about Donald Trump, what about this?
Has paid over $17 million in hush money for sexual misconduct inside of the offices.
Excuse me? Wait. Wait, how much?
Has paid over $17 million in hush money for sexual misconduct inside of the offices in these buildings. And what's more is that was taxpayer money.
Yep.
Right? The allegation is that President Trump paid $130,000 of his own money. But here in Congress, there may be some on this dais.
Yep.
I mean, I'm for turning loose all of these records. Who in here has had the taxpayer pay for their sexual misconduct charges the hush money? I bet there's some over there. There may be some over here. I don't know, but I do know it's taxpayer money, and I do know not a single penny of it has been turned in as a campaign finance expense.
Yep.
Is the FEC going to investigate the $17 million that the Congress has paid to settle, behind closed doors these
money, y'all.
Sexual misconduct allegations?
It's your money, y'all.
Congressman, if a complaint were to come to us about it, I'm sure it would be thoroughly investigated.
I might file one because it seems like anybody could do this. But let me just ask this.
It should say Commissioner Trainee. This guy's a bozo. There we go.
Is this verdict going to be vacated?
He gets into the weeds of some Trump stuff. That's absolute BS, Chris. It is. And Ronnie, you're right. It is privilege. It truly is. This is not, if I were to step my toe out of line at a big corporation like iHeart, I'd have been bounced a long time ago. Not, oh yeah, we paid her off. Don't worry about it. Please. $17 million, y'all. 17. It is laughable. Nothing will happen. That's right, Rhonda. Nothing's going to happen. $17 million. Absolutely absurd. I look, can you imagine if Donald Trump wins? When Donald Trump wins, but if he takes office. If he takes office and we have Elon Musk as the head of the government accountability and whatever, just, pare everything down to, what do they call them? Whatever employees. And then we have RFK Jr. exposing for an entire year, give him the job for a year, exposing the entire intelligence community, the entire intelligence apparatus, and then he jumps ship and goes over and becomes the head of the FDA. Can you imagine? Holy crap. Whoo! Tulsi Gabbard. You know what I want Tulsi Gabbard to be? Yeah, I will say this right now. I want her to be hold on. I want to be Secretary of State. I want her to be Secretary. You want to get out of some wars? You want to stop this crap? Make her the Secretary of State. I'm telling you. Make her the Secretary of State. Then Sheriff Lamb, Pinal County Sheriff Lamb, head of Homeland Security. I'm telling you, you basically need a Avenger crew like that to turn around what the hell's been going on. Mm-hmm. Bogota, when was it? A few Bugattis when Diddy Costco were a lot of hush money. That's right. Yeah. And for those who don't know, Bugatti, I think, what is a Bugatti? A Bugatti's like a $300,000 or $3 million. What is a Bugatti? Bugatti's expensive. And yeah, you're right, Chris. Hell yeah, we need Sheriff Lamb. Boy, I tell you that right now. Tell you this. Yeah, you know what? I've actually talked to Congressman Schweikert about this, and he didn't really have a great answer. $3 million. That's what I thought. Yeah. Hearings that world range of bad things. Not one person is held accountable, especially on the Dem side. It's true. He goes, yeah, it's frustrating, but the information we get from there leads to investigations that sometimes don't go anywhere. And then, $17 million. I'm sorry, $17 million just for hush money. Just here's $100,000 to you. Don't tell me that. Don't tell anybody that I did that to you in the hallway. And just unbelievable. And that's just actual money that has been accounted for, not mention the money that hasn't been accounted for. And on top of that, the stuff that was just, hey, listen, I know I got a little handsy with you at the party last night. Really sorry. Hey, you're into the environment, right? Yeah, we had a really, really high paying job for you right over there in the EPA. If you'd like to, never say anything about that. Wink. It's ugly. Yeah. I'm telling you, Chris, it's funny. Chris said, I want to go there and get groped. Yeah, hell yeah. Give me the payday. Here's the gig. I remember when Congressman Trent Franks, one of the kindest human beings you'll ever meet in your life, and somebody who was already wealthy, didn't need to be in Congress, did it because he had a love for this country and really wanted to do it, got hosed during the Me Too movement when he offered his staffer $2.5 million to be a surrogate for him and his wife who can't have children. Not like I'm going to get with you to impregnate you. Obviously through in vitro fertilization and all that. They would need somebody to carry the baby, right? He got booted from Robinson. I remember telling him, dude, I'd do it for $1 million. Let's figure it out. I'll do it for $1 million. Let's go. Jeez. Yeah. Dude. Yes. I love this. Yeah, they wear uniforms like NASCAR. No, who sponsored you? Brought to you by Pfizer. It'd be a lot of Pfizer jerseys out there. I'll tell you that much. A lot of BlackRock jerseys. Yeah. Get a sniff from Sleepy Joe. Come here, little girl. I'm a 49-year-old man. Come here, little girl. I'm a 49-year-old man. You creep. Ay, speaking of creepy. I got it. One of the most fun things you get to see is how absolutely inside of a bubble, how out of touch most politicians are. I'm going to get back to Gretchen Whitmer. Gretchen Whitmer, if you remember, was a Fauci apologist. She was a shill. She still is a shill. She's a sellout. She locked everyone down in Michigan. Remember, couldn't go get a cup of sugar from your neighbor, but her husband made sure that the boat, the port knew exactly who he was when he called for them to get their boat ready because they had a boating weekend planned when everyone else was locked down. Yeah. So that's Gretchen Whitmer. Gretchen Whitmer was the same Gretchen Whitmer that there was a bust, right? The feds jumped in and saved her from a kidnapping and murder plot from 8 men. 8 men. 5 of them were federal agents. 5 of the 8 were federal agents undercover that assured that the other 3 wanted to carry this out. It's a setup, it's framing, it's entrapment, it's whatever. Just to come to find out yesterday, by the way, the investigation is opened again into, of course, the insurrection of January 6th. It is now known. Is now provable. We don't know how many, but there were feds in the crowd at the time, most likely making sure that everybody got all riled up, got all ginned up, and did exactly what Nancy Pelosi was looking for. That is going to come out after the election, by the way. December is when that will come out, and we'll know how many assets were in the crowd, egging people on to take the Capitol. Scary, isn't it? Gretchen Whitmer. Let me show you how cringy. And yes, Brendan, sure schnitzel. It is weird. He's like, well, come on. Really? This is how cringy this woman is. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing her out there. Assets or asshats. Both. Both is what they are. This is how cringy this woman is. This is a Gretchen Whitmer ad. Enjoy.
Get on board for
reproductive
freedom. Vote.
Harris.
Walls.
Win. Michigan.
That was great.
That was great, guys. That was great. We forgot to turn the camera off. Here you go.
Get on board for
reproductive
freedom. Vote.
Harris.
Walls.
Win. Michigan.
That was great.
Way to go, guys. We just
guys. Okay, so Gretchen Whitmer set that up. That was from the governor's office. And you have to really get how stupid this is, because reproductive freedom is a state issue, not a Harris-Walz issue. And by the way, both Harris and Walz had opportunities to codify Roe v. Wade and did not. Okay. Let's see what Alfred's got to say here, man. Antifa posted on Facebook to incite violence in the crowd. Yeah. I remember seeing them posted. Yeah. Is immediately taken down, just like Trump's video wasn't reported for hours afterwards. Yeah. In Truman, yeah, you'd be embarrassed if I actually have a commercial that might sway some votes that we're going to have in our decompression session. Reproductive freedom. I love that. I just love that. Good grief. A reproductive freedom, women's health. I mean, my body, my choice. And stop jabbing me with unnecessary experimental stuff. Gretchen Whitmer, I'm not stopping here because that was actually just a setup for the real Gretchen Whitmer video. This is quite literally the cringiest thing I have ever seen a politician do. Yes, I've seen Michael Dukakis. Yes, I have seen Kamala Harris try to answer a question. Not as cringy as this. Remember Kamala Harris said that she was the role model club and no one was clapping, all those applause lines, and she just sat there, yeah, talking about herself. Quite literally the cringiest thing I've ever seen. Gretchen Whitmer trying to be cool kid. Do you remember when what was it? Hey, look, Liz Warren. Hey, I'm going to have a beer and go live on social media. Here, I'm going to drink a beer with you. Here, let's talk. Ha! Here we go.
Here with volunteers, and they're cooking with gas. This slaps hell up. My house party just slayed. I'm calling voters today, rizzing them up. Trump wants to ship union jobs overseas, not chill. This is gas. Trump wants to cut taxes for billionaires. I'm leaving the chat. No cap. I'm Swifty AF. It's giving the next president.
I'm gonna let you hear it again.
I'm here with volunteers
and
they're cooking with gas. This slaps hell up. My house party just slayed. I'm calling voters today, rizzing them up. Trump wants to ship union jobs overseas, not chill. This is gas. Trump wants to cut taxes for billionaires. I'm leaving the chat. No cap. I'm Swifty AF.
Swifty AF.
It's giving the next president.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize, but there's some things that I just have to show you that you gotta take it, guys. Sorry, Yeah. Yeah. Wait till the Go show tomorrow. It's gonna be the bear video is gonna make an appearance. The bear kayak video. I warned you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Let's do this. The decompression session is one of my favorite parts of my entire day. Our decompression session today comes from a commercial that was released by the Trump campaign back in 2020. That's how long ago? No, I think it's 2022. This time, so it's a Halloween commercial, and it is how the hell did we know? We all knew. No one was saying the quiet part out loud. No one was accusing Joe Biden of a mental decline. Nobody was pointing out the fact that everybody is covering for Kamala Harris. Nobody was pointing that out, except for the Trump campaign. In this beautiful commercial for our decompression session, please enjoy.
Trick or treat! What do we have here?
Spooky. Creepy. Creepy Uncle Joe.
Oh, it's funny.
By the way, it's a hell of a Uncle Joe. Yeah.
Joe.
Come on, man. Candy's for the kids.
Maybe he forgot.
Wait a minute. You look familiar. Who are you?
Are we gonna let her get away with this?
She took everything.
That is every kind of fantastic. Oh my God, I'm posting that. That is fabulous. Yeah. Whew. Hey, everybody. Thank you for playing along. I hope you guys had fun today. I had a hell of a good time with you guys. I had a great time. Everybody, thanks for Deanna. Good to see you again. Please comment along and good to have new additions here and love playing with you guys. We do this every single day at noon. So, guys, please share this out. Like this. Make sure you guys give it a like. I'd appreciate that, and give it a thumbs up or whatever platform you're on. We'd greatly appreciate it. We're trying to spread this thing. So spread the news. We do this at noon, and we have a fun time. So we'll do it again tomorrow. We'll wrap up the week with some fun. I will see if I can find some fun in this DC madness. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out. This is In Other News. We'll see you tomorrow at